Hello, my name is Elliot Fennell. This is a response to our Rocky Horror Picture Show assignment. Here is my ticket stub. I showed up on Friday around 7 o'clock. Also the pamphlet. Let's begin with the first prom. Did I like it? Yeah, I really actually did. One, I think you owned it amazingly. Best rendition of Dr. Frankenfurter I have ever seen. Then again, I've only ever been to the show once. Aside from that, another thing I liked was the singing. I think the singing was well, despite some microphone hang-ups. And also, I like the set design. The set design, I felt, was really well done. Especially, I like the machine aspect that was in the lower left-hand corner of the set, and the pit was was elevated when they were playing the instruments. And typically, I see it down in front of the audience, and I thought that was really interesting, and I like that as well. Prompt 2. Discuss how Brad and Janet's identities begin to shift once they enter Dr. Frankenfurter's castle. I believe that the play itself sets us up with the default norm, which is a heterosexual couple, and everything changes. Of course, like a freak accident, tire gets blown out, and they wind up in very promiscuous circumstances. And I think we see the characters evolve, and that evolution comes with tolerance and their acceptance of sexuality. Now, do I believe that Janet and Brad might be heterosexual or homosexual? The play doesn't explicitly say, but when Dr. Frankenfurter sneaks into their rooms at night, he reveals that they're more open than even they themselves presume, and he gives them that final nudge. And I think that overall, you see the change happen in the later scenes, especially when they go down to see Rocky finally be slain with the axe, or when his servants start rebelling against him and saying that they want to go home. I think that Janet and Brad are put aside, no longer as the main characters, and it's all focused on Frankenfurter. Their character development has evolved to the point where they are now on level ground with him. That's my take. Prom 3, aside from his debut song, Rocky is created to be Frank's silent sex object. He's all muscle, no brain, standing mutely and flexing his washboard abs most of the time. Rocky's simple. He responds to all sexual advances. I think that this goes beyond an issue of sex. I think this is just a human aspect that we want a partner of our fantasy. And Dr. Frankenfurter and many people, they don't issue like an idea of what they want in a person in regards to their personality, other than to be kind or just be a decent overall person. Rocky, on the other hand, is so subjectively weighted on his appearance. Dr. Frankenfurter is somewhat taken back at the responses of both Janet, Brad, and the rest of his crew. What are their names? Columbia. Columbia was not so into it, but I'd say that the dumb blonde can work both ways. And is Dr. Frankenfurter wrong in trying to create his own perfect man? No, it's his creation. But the play opens us up to many ranges of dialogues. And this is just another piece of the large puzzle, which, phenomenally, when this play was written, really opened up Pandora's box. So I feel like I can't speak too much of it, otherwise this video will drag on for 10 minutes. Lastly, prompt for one of the show's first numbers is Dr. Frankenfurter singing "I'm Just a Sweet Transvestite" from Transsexual Transylvania. While parading around in fishnets and black leather, in today's society 2019, many trans men and women do not identify with the terms transvestite or transsexual. Yeah, true. A lot of people don't identify as straight, gay, transsexual. Everyone's their own flavor. Everyone's diverse. And at the time this play was written, they were really breaking in the foundations of what really the discussion was in terms of that whole identity crisis at the time. Now, the spectrum for this play is so broad that I felt like they really came at everything with all that they had. And yeah, Frankenfurter is supposed to be an icon. He's not supposed to be the standard. And in addition, he's an alien. So he's not even supposed to be human. The way we set that up, I think, is somewhat detrimental. But it gives us a form of inspiration, which means we don't have to fit into the mold which society places us, whether we are in fact human, alien, foreign, what have you. And that overall, we just want desire, we want passion, and at certain times we have to mute that, and at other times we have to express it as freely as we can. And overall, Frankenfurter, his inconsistencies with that, I think is really telling of the human nature by and large. Anyways, that's my conclusion. I really enjoyed the play, and yeah, all right.